am so excited. Okay. But seriously though, this is like one of the cutest vision boards I have ever seen, and I haven't even seen the inside. It is so good.
These
Oh
just
my
make me
God.
so happy. So I was like, I'm just gonna put them everywhere on the front.
Yes, and that's the idea. What brings you joy? Because then you're also more inclined to look at it. It's in the form of a book, so you could keep put it on your coffee table.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Okay, walk me through the vision.
So I'll show you the whole thing kind of first, and then I'll walk you through it. So this is like
Oh my
the
gosh,
back
so
side
cute.
more than anything, but then this is the front side.
Okay, so can I tell you that my mouth just watered? Because first of all, I have never seen a backside of the vision board. I love that. You use every bit of it.
I accordioned it. Like, I feel like I could play a vision song.
Yeah, you can. The vision song is your life.
So I did one page of like quotes and reminders, basically.
Yes.
And so there are things on here like when I'm trying to figure out how to do that. I feel like show and tell.
Yes, show and tell. Yes, please, all
of
of
it.
it.
The way I basically did this was like the quotes on the bottom are things that I kind of already think about, right? So things like my metric for success is having an impact on something greater than myself, right? Like I think about that a lot. There's a compassion one. And then it was like getting up to kind of where I want to go. Like, how do I turn the tables on how we think about mental health? All the people telling me they can't have business and social responsibility in the same sentence, and how to like overcome that, trying to disrupt systems that people are born into.
Oh my
really
gosh.
think about like different definitions of what success really means, and especially when it comes to our mental health as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then just like really just changing the game by showing up, right? Like not having it be up here, but like taking the first step and like showing up to work.
Yes.
And then on this side, I did always keep the big picture in mind. I did a delight in the details, because one of the things I always tell myself, and then I added this on, was like, and love the process. Because I think you and I talked about this, that I think too much of the outcome and not enough of the process.
Mm-hmm.
Choosing growth over fear, where together happens, all that. So these are just like things when I think about it, it's like, okay, these are the things that I like want to remember.
Yes. And also you can like speak them over your life as like mantras and affirmations on a daily basis. So it's not a matter of trying to like, when you're in a moment, because you know, moments happen, that's what life is, but it's like the tool and the words to help put you right back on track, and by faith, living by faith, in faith, and aligned with your purpose, the vision of your purpose.
And one of my love languages is words of affirmation. So having quotes and things around is really important for me. That I know, just like
yes.
So I did that. Then I went more into like the joy stuff that we talked about. So like I have a deep love for Indian classical music, and this felt like both the violin and the harmonium, the other instrument I play, it's the sitar, but it felt like both of them. I found a little jump roping. And then the bottom, I really liked the no retouching part, because I think the past year I've been working a lot on like just loving my body for what it is, and like not wanting to like change my face or whatever, but still prioritizing like being healthy and things that make me feel good. And so it was like having this, and then just having women who I feel like just do this really unapologetically, as well as like, and there are people I follow and kind of all of that. So this was like the joy page.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
And then this was more, I know like when we talked, you really pushing me to think about like emotions and what inspires me and what comes up, and like how I think about this vision and moving it forward. And so one of like the pages in the magazine was like these women who like completely redefined how they think about what they do. And then it's not like they're out there like, oh, is this okay? Is this okay? It's like they demanded like, hey, this is how I'm going to show up, and this is what I'm going to do. And then how do you go out and defend it? And so I wrote like my things of what I think are the definition, and like what I would demand out of it, and then what I would want to defend.
Yes. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I want to cry. I'm like getting chills.
And then the back side I did, because I love a gorgeous travel page. So I did a gorgeous travel page.
Yeah.
And just kind of thinking through this is like a real source of joy for me. And it's also like, it reinvigorates my faith, just kind of being out in the world, my perspective. It just makes me feel so grateful, which brings me joy. And they're just beautiful. Like, look at her.
I know, right? Just living her best life and all surrounded by blue. Like she got all the clarity in the world. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And
So
then
are
the
there
last,
actual places that you want to visit, or is it just like the inspiration for the type of place you want to visit?
it's the inspiration, because I feel like for me, water is a big thing, and being like
Mm.
high up or like through like various different, especially in quarantine, I feel like just being able to walk to the river has been such a source of joy because it's like some kind of water.
Yeah.
And so I just like really wanted that to be kind of reflected, and just a reminder to like rest and relax, right? To like
Yes. I love
and then
it.
the last page is, I feel like in the past I've kind of beat myself up a little bit for like, oh, like I'm at this age and I'm not here yet, or I haven't done this or I haven't done that. And so I found this in one of the magazines that says there's no success, there's no timeline for success. And it just felt like such a good reminder and like a vision that anytime I see that, it really is going to show up so many different ways, especially going back to like being multi-creative and thinking about joy and just like how it all shows up. There isn't like a timeline here. And so I just felt like for the back, this was like a good, like a grounding for the back.
Oh my gosh, girl, it's so good. My heart is going pitter patter. Like it is so good. You did good, girl. You did good. We're gonna cheers you up another. Cheers.
I'll take some photos and send them to you.
Oh my gosh, please and thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna start recording this now because we gotta talk about it all.